Hello and welcome to the channel. Today's video is very interesting because I am back on the floor and my coloring book is out. That means I'm here to bato some gyan. So I'm turning 19 next week on the 19th. So it's my golden birthday. And I'm not in the mood to throw a party this year. So I was like, I want to have a chill birthday, just like by myself, CID, my bed. Thought that I would just come on here and talk to you about 19 things that I've learned in my life till now. Wisdom that I've picked up over the years. If it gets a little too philosophical, it's fine. You're smart enough to understand it, I'm sure. Learning is an essential part of life. I used to always say that I go to school to learn and not study, but I mean, you sort of have to study to pass. So I was like, oh my God, I love to learn. And when I graduated from school, I truly realized what learning was. There's so much to learn. Like every day I'm learning something new, even if it's from the television or from working or from wherever. Learning never stops. And I think that is such a beautiful thing, that no matter how old you are, you're constantly learning. I think that's great. You're getting more knowledge, you're getting more wisdom, and it's just making you better. So the second thing is, everyone will always talk to you about being financially independent, physically independent, but I think we don't talk enough about being emotionally independent. I'm not saying that you should be unattached, like you should not have any friends, you should not love people. No, that's not what I'm saying. But my point is that you should be emotionally independent enough that whatever someone says or does should not affect your internal state. It's very difficult. At the end of the day, we are made to feel emotions. We are humans. But at the same time, it's so important to understand that other people's actions should not affect your emotional state. Number 3 is that parents can genuinely be your biggest boon. Now, I acknowledge that some people are not born into families where their family is super supportive or understanding, or their parents aren't super supportive or understanding. If you have parents that love you, you have to learn to appreciate them, because they can be your best friends. A lot of parents are born into a very, very different generation, especially older parents. So they may not relate to you on some issues. So for you to assume that they will be able to understand everything that you're feeling is, maybe stretching it a little bit. But at the same time, you have to appreciate them for trying if they are, right? They've raised a child like you, so they must have done something right. Your parents are always going to stand by you, regardless. So the fourth thing is, your best is going to look different every day. I still very strongly believe that you should give your best every day. Some days my best is not equal to what my best looked like the day before. Therefore, never compare yourself. Try to avoid comparing yourself to yourself as well, because me yesterday might have been super productive, but me today might just need to lay in bed and feel pity because I'm feeling sick, or because I watched a really sad movie, or just because I'm not having a good day. That's completely okay. If every day did look the same, life wouldn't be as fun. Number 5, respect is the most important thing in a relationship. I've never been in a relationship, but at the same time, when I'm not only talking about romantic relationships, when you're talking about friendships, you're talking about relationships with your family, your parents, respect is the most important thing. If there is no respect in the relationship, there will be a lack of trust, a lack of communication, just a lack of genuine affection. Because if you love people, you respect them. If they can't respect me, how do I expect them to love me? Not only to your friends, your family, but also to servers in restaurants, people who open the door for you. Say your thank you, say your pleases. It's not that hard. Now, this may be slightly controversial, but I strongly believe that money can buy 90% of the world's happiness. The only thing money cannot buy that may give you happiness is love. We all know when a rich person says money can't buy happiness, most of us go, तो मेरे को दे दे, फिर देखते हैं. Like, what can't money buy? Then I'll be happy, so let me have it. If it can't buy you happiness, then ठीक है, give it to me. Money can buy 90% of the world's happiness, because the rest 10% comes from people and love and affection and genuine relationships. It's very, very important. But you shouldn't let it consume you to the point where you forget that human contact, human touch, human emotion is more important than it. Life isn't fair, but it'll always turn out okay. I know there are moments where we all sit down and think, wow, shit, my life sucks the worst. When you're trying to celebrate your birthday and an exam pops up 2 days later, yeah, That's a very life unfair moment. You have to remember that everything turns out okay in the end. There is never something that will never turn out okay. It won't be a bad life. There will be some moments that will make you laugh, make you happy. And after all, there has to be a storm or rain to have a rainbow, right? Don't stress out. I know it's very easy to tell an anxious person, don't be anxious, or to tell a stressed person, hey, don't be stressed. It doesn't go away. I understand your emotions there. There is nothing in life that is that serious that you need to be stressed about. The only thing in life that is that serious is death. There is nothing in life worth stressing over so much that you deteriorate your health, your happiness, your relationships, your priorities go to shit. And the whole point is, if it's going to happen, then it's going to happen anyway. So what is the point of stressing out about it? Hoga to wo zarur. Now you have two options. You can deal with it with a smiling face, or you can deal with it stressed. The stress will probably reduce your capability of dealing with the situation. So why not just deal with it with a happy face and be like, okay, aayega to aayega, nahi aayega to nahi aayega. What's meant to happen will happen whether you like it or not. But it's your choice on how you deal with it. That is what is in your control. So I read the Gita a few months ago, and I cannot quote the Sanskrit verses, please do not ask me to. The one thing that stuck with me the most was, Karam karo phal ki chinta mat karo. Now that's not the exact verse, so don't quote me on it. My Nani used to always tell me, just do what you're doing, don't worry about the outcome. Do what you can do it to the best of your capabilities. And if it doesn't turn out the way it does, fine. We go in to give exams. And through exam time, we're constantly thinking what the result will be. When you're sitting in an exam, you're writing it because you're worried about the result, and that may cause you to lose a lot of marks. Do your work. You can't control the outcome anyway. Be able to differentiate situations where you have to work smart versus where you have to work hard. The right friends can change your life. Choose the people that you hang out with very wisely, because they influence you and they become such an important part of your life. If you have the right support system around you, if you have the right kind of people grounding you, there is nothing that can move you. I, touch wood, thanks to God, have been blessed by the best group of friends. Like, my friends will stand by me through thick and thin, and I know they're there. They are incredible people who inspire me, motivate me, push me to do my best, but also stand by me when I fail and I fall and I need just some sympathy and I need some hugging and I just need to cry. So have a good range. The energy you surround yourself with is very important. And when it comes to friends as well, put in effort. It's okay to put in effort to your friendships, but when you get the same effort back. Together in a friendship or in a relationship, you should be able to have 100%. Now, whether some days that means you're giving 80% and they're giving 20, or one day they're giving 80 and you're giving 20, that's completely okay. And on the topic of friend, you need to be your own best friend. You came into this world alone. You will leave this world alone. Even if you're a twin and you came into this world together, you're going to leave it at different times. You can have best friends. You can have people who are extremely close to you and who you love more than you love yourself, but you have to always prioritize yourself. You have to be selfish in a selfless way. Fix your relationship with yourself. Fix your relationship with who you are, because the more you put into here, the more you're able to give out there. Your self-worth is only defined by what you choose to define it by. For the longest time, my self-worth was defined by my productivity, my body, my friends, my social life. There's so much at some point that has defined me, but now I'm sort of choosing to put down my foot and say, no, the only thing that defines me is what I choose. What I choose to define me is my heart, my personality, my occasional kindness, my sense of humor, my love, the amount of love I'm able to give. Nothing else matters once I've chosen. If there is something that you love with your entire heart and soul, and you want to do it, and you have faith in yourself that you can do it, do it. As long as it doesn't hurt other people. If you want to be a singer and your parents are forcing you to become an engineer and you're scared of what people will say, stop. Kuch to log kahenge, logo ka kaam hai kehna. If you're 100% sure you're gonna be able to put all of your effort into it and you want to do it with your entire heart and soul, do it. Learn to be smart about when this choice is made. Don't let what people say bother you, because people don't have to live your life, you have to live your life. So would you rather be living a hoity-toity life, or would you rather be living one that you're happy in and proud of and you love? Your relationship with your body can affect so much in your life. Your relationship with your body sets a precedent for a lot of other things. If you choose that you are not worth it, if you choose that you are not worth it because you look a certain way, people are going to pick up on that energy and they're also going to start treating you like you are not enough. Your body is beautiful, it is catered to you, it is made for you. It is not made for anyone else. No one is living in that body. No one is going through your personal experience. If two people ate the exact same thing, followed the exact same routine, worked out the exact same hours, did live the exact same life, their bodies would not look the same. And that is because there is a beautiful individuality in us. There is a certain degree of uniqueness in us that we refuse to see on some days. So remember, food is fuel, and work out because you want to be able to dance and climb stairs and play with your children or your grandchildren at the age of 80 or 90 or 100. Don't go into a gym thinking, wow, I hate my body, I'm so ready to change it. Because that's not going to take you very far. You're eventually going to give up. And even if you do get far and you lose the weight, you're always still going to keep thinking about, God, I could change this now, I could change that now. Don't do it because you hate yourself. Do it because you love yourself. Try to find your energy givers in life. You have to know what gives you energy, happiness, and makes you feel alive. Work out what works for you. And at the same time, you have to know who or what drains your energy. Too much energy is taken away from you. There's nothing left for you to give to yourself. Balance is the most important thing. If you have balance in your life, you are going to be happy. And while that is easy to say, it is not easy to inculcate. I am the least balanced person in my life. I have an all or nothing mentality always. And my mother, on the other hand, is the most balanced person I've met, who thinks everything needs to be equal, everything needs to be done in moderation. You need to be able to have a balance in life with everything, whether that be with food, with friends, with your social life, your studying, your work-life balance. Balance is extremely important because it ensures that you have a good, wholesome, full life. The ultimate goal of life, I know the ultimate goal of life, you're 19, Nitya, calm down. To me, the ultimate goal of my life and what I believe is the ultimate goal to life is being happy and healthy. Everything you work for in your life, you do it for one goal, and that goal is to be happy. My mom always says to me since I was like 8, she said, I don't care what you do in life. I used to tell her that, what do you want me to do in life? What do you want me to be? And she said, I really don't care. I don't care if you're a doctor or an engineer. I care that you're happy and healthy. The only way you can live and appreciate that happiness is if you are healthy. Now, this is again very controversial in my age group. It's very normal to not believe in God, to believe in a higher power. And I think that's totally okay. Each person has their own beliefs and each person will believe in something different. Not everyone has to have the same beliefs as me. Find a higher power that you believe in, whether that be an idol, a god with a name, a religion, a person, whoever. Find a higher power. That higher power can be nature. That higher power can be the energy in yourself. There has to be something that makes you feel connected to the universe, that makes you feel connected to everything around us. When you're in a tough spot and you don't understand anything, it's very easy to say to that higher power, hey, what's up? I kind of need you to take care of this. I'm just gonna go for a nap. Because it'll give your mind peace. Belief keeps a person going more than anything. Have faith, have belief. Just have faith in something that is bigger than you, that is greater than you, that is, I don't mean physically and literally, I mean metaphorically. Find something that you can connect to on a higher plane that makes you feel closer to the universe and to the world and just to humanity in general. And lastly, the one most important lesson that I have learned in my life is be grateful. There is so much shit in the world. There is so much. Life can be horrible. Life can make you cry. Life can whoop you up in a second and be like, haha, joke's on you. You fell. But at the same time, life can be so beautiful. Life can be so fun. If you can't think of anything else, think of the moments when you eat your favorite food and when you were just a child and so carefree and you didn't understand the world and you didn't want to understand the world. Just be grateful for every breath that you have, because if you have the ability to be grateful, that means you're living. So that's already one thing to be grateful for. Remember that gratitude goes a long way. Be grateful to yourself, be grateful to a higher power, be grateful to your parents, be grateful to the people around you, be grateful to the people who serve you in restaurants, be grateful for the people who open doors for you, be grateful for the sun, for the air, for the light, for the water, for the food you get to eat, for the people you have around you. There is so much to be grateful for. On that note, I turned 19 in 5 days. And while this year may have been an absolute emotional roller coaster and a terrible time for my mental health, it's also brought me a lot closer to the higher power I believe in. It's brought me a lot closer to my mother. It's helped me fix my relationship with my body in a lot of ways, with my relationship with food. It's given me an incredible place to just come and talk, more than I could have asked for. The amount I've learned this year, I don't think I've learned in any other year of my life. I really got the biggest shock of my life. It was my first year as an adult, on paper, and I enjoyed every bit of it. I'm grateful that I'm here. Here's to turning 19. Shit, I feel old. I don't know. It's been an incredible 19 years and I can't wait for 119 more. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever you're doing, man. Just have a good time, okay? Bye.